Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, I'd probably go crazy not having somebody to talk to vent my frustration. It's a good thing that I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan because there's plenty to talk about with the Dallas Cowboys. As much as I'd like to think that everything is fair and balanced in the NFL, that there isn't any bias in the NFL, the more I keep hearing about this case with Zeke Elliott, it makes no sense. Jobu needs a refill. But you know what? Today's one of those days that he needs not just a regular refill. I think he needs to get this bottle. Ooh. We won't say where this bottle of rum came from, but needless to say, it'll knock you on your ass. Before I get to Zeke, I'm just curious about you, Giant, and Eagle trolls. Rayvon from Virginia, Cruising, and all you other guys, because you guys have been biting on my videos every time I talk about the Dallas Cowboys, talking about we're a bunch of criminals, how we stink, and how you're going to kick our butts and everything else. Literally, you guys are the first ones to comment on my videos. I'm surprised you don't say first when you comment. You guys have been coming hard and heavy. But there was something very interesting that happened yesterday. I came back at you guys. That's right. I came back at you guys doing something I do not like to do. Getting pissed. And I came back at you with the facts. The numbers. When you guys say the Dallas Cowboys stink and are irrelevant, I took the last 5 years. You know where the Dallas Cowboys have a 45-35 record, and all of you chumps have losing records in the division? That I know we only have 2 playoff wins in the last 20 years, but we're the only one in the last 5 years that's had a playoff win. And Eagles, in case you forgot, one of those playoff wins was against you guys. We made you look like crap. So don't give me this stuff about how bad the Dallas Cowboys are. Because even with that pathetic 2015 season, we're averaging 9-7. That's right, 9-7. A winning record. Something you guys don't know anything about. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about tonight when we live stream at 9 o'clock Eastern. Especially the Zeke Elliott situation. Damn. You guys smell something? I must have stepped in some shit. Because that's what this smells like. Let me see if I've got this thing straight. Let's recap the Zeke Elliott situation. Zeke Elliott gets drafted. Lets his girlfriend know that, he's not doing a long-term relationship and she's not going with him. And then she says he beat her over the course of a week. Okay. Puts it on Instagram, right? Right. Okay. The police get called. They investigate. Story changes a couple of times from being beat at the house to being beat in the car. But her friend, who was in the car, has a sworn affidavit that says, no, you got in a fight with another woman at the bar. and sign that affidavit, which means that if you can prove that it's a lie, she can go to jail. Okay. There's people that are witnessing her saying outside of Zeke's house another night, the night that she alleges that he beat her, that she said, "I will ruin you." There's text messages of her saying, "Be smart. You're a black male." You think they're going to believe you? There's text messages about her thinking about blackmailing him so she can get some bigger boobies and go on vacation. She even set up a website or an email address for that, for sex tapes. The police department investigates, looks into the matter and says, we can't find anything. And they drop the case the day after Zeke Elliott files a harassment order, which she proceeded to call him over 50 times after 2:30 a.m. I think the police looked at that and said, wait a minute, dude filed a harassment suit, she's going to call over 50 times? This sounds like a love affair gone bad. It gets kicked to the district attorney. The district attorney says, well, maybe something happens, but I can't prove anything. So there's no arrest and no charges against Zeke Elliott. So the NFL says they're going to do their own investigation, and after a year, come up with a 160-page report and basically came out and said he's guilty, although the accuser was never put under oath. And now that we have the hearing, the accuser can't be called to testify, who wasn't under oath. And now we're hearing that the notes from the interviews won't be available either. So the NFL is squashing Zeke Elliott's defense. If this is not a kangaroo court and some stinky shit, I don't know what is. Because apparently the NFL is not only above the law, the NFL is the law. Because I was led to believe that in America, you are innocent till proven guilty. Isn't that how it works? Proven guilty by your peers? A man has never been charged, gets 6-game suspension, the highest one right now, for domestic violence, and was never charged by the law, period. Something smelled like shit to me. I don't know. I don't know. Now the question you have to ask is, does he take it to court? Because basically that's just kicking the can down the road. Because like Brady found out, when the NFL has it in for you, you can pay me now, you can pay me later, but you're going to pay me. After a year of him fighting in the court, he finally gave up and took the suspension. I don't know where this one goes, but I got to tell you, this one just don't feel right. We'll be talking about this tonight, as well as this being the anniversary of Tony Romo being knocked out of the NFL, as well as tomorrow night's preseason game, praying that nobody gets hurt. I'm Mark Holmes. It's Cowboy Jobu, and I hope you tune in tonight so we can talk about all things Dallas Cowboys. And you trolls, I'm waiting to hear back from you guys.